I actually came here looking for a place for my mother. Honestly. And I suppose there are a few other reasons, but it's mostly that. I've been here before. A few times. I remember. I thought I would give this thing like a wildlife narration. With this miasma of uncertainty, what I'm doing here, how long I'll be here, what brought me here, what I'm gonna stick around for. My mother's really sick. My father died. I was home. I didn't enjoy it.
I personally don't like it that much. Yeah. It seems like it's a village, but somehow it's not. You know what I mean? Like it's open-minded at the same time, where I feel like being in India, you automatically associate like village areas with like conservatism. You know, and people are lots more open there, which I actually liked a lot. Like everyone's so vulnerable there all the time. It's a very like it's different, huh?
Why do you think people come here?
I don't know, I think everybody is allowed to be free here and nobody interferes with anybody's vibe. I think that has brought a lot of people here, that they can just be themselves.
Sometimes feel that people often end up here almost, they don't want to be where they were. They want to be somewhere else.
Like if I had that opportunity to stay back, I definitely would have, but I don't. I don't know, like, is there any other way? Is there anything else, like, other than loneliness?
I felt kind of lonely this year. When I was like in Canada, I felt like I was really, like maybe I had made a number of decisions in my life that would kind of like snowball into this context. I wasn't sure if it was a good or a bad thing. Like I'm okay with being alone, and I guess in many ways, like anyway, we're all alone. Sometimes I wondered if my wanting to be here was a way to address that. Yeah.
Maybe this whole idea of me thinking that I am a separate entity is a false thing. Like, there's something bigger than my loneliness, and my loneliness seems so small in front of all of this.
were telling me that you kind of started making music somewhat accidentally. It wasn't really something that you initially imagined you would do. But you were doing it also.
I started this very young, like when I was 10 years old. I just used to fuck around with the DAW and like see how like the sounds I can make and like, and I stopped doing that. I don't know. I grew up. I stopped doing that, and yeah.
Yeah. But you were doing it. No, you were doing it for a while. I think that's my impression.
Yeah.
I didn't quite understand. Like you were kind of like making music. You didn't really want to.
No, I really
share it, or?
I didn't want to share it.
Okay.
I just wanted to make it. I didn't want to share it because I don't know if I don't know how people would react.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just doing what I was doing when I was 10, and now people have heard it and they say good things. So I think it's useful to release them.
Yeah, your set was crazy. I mean, I say crazy in the sense it was like, I know it affected a lot of people. It was very disorienting. But I think also that what you did was so remarkably conscious, and deliberate.
I like to abruptly stop things like when it's speaking.
Yeah.
I want to hinder people from enjoying what I do. I don't know. Like I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want them to enjoy.
Yeah, I think discomfort is growth. I don't really want to ever become too comfortable. That's what I felt like when I left India in 2021. I was just like, I have lots of friends. I have a place that I love. It's really, everything's working. I know where everything is. I'm totally at ease. I'm too comfortable. I got to get out of here. And I just had to stop it because it was just becoming too easy, I just wanted to leave. I didn't want to do it anymore. Maybe that's why I'm drawn to music like that, Or maybe just in general kind of spaces where there's an innate sense of, discomfort. But it's that thing. It's like, where do you draw the line, right? That I also don't want to necessarily, what's the word? Provoke people or make them feel like I want to be responsible for that on the one hand, because then I think it also presents me in a certain way, in their memory.
Yeah.
But then I also feel like I guess I have a responsibility. So the other day, I had this strange conversation. Well, strange. I don't know how strange it was, but I got the impression that sometimes in the work that I do, I get excited about things, And I asked somebody. I was working with somebody doing things, and we've been doing this for a while, kind of doing this thing together, trying a few things, and it came to a point where she told me that, listen, I feel like I'm intimidated by your accent. That just by virtue of your English, as she said, accent, I'm compelled to say yes to things. And I really grappled with that. I was just really confused, because it's this is just how I talk, It's not like I'm a front to manipulate people. It's just who I am, I suppose. But I don't know. I often wonder. Sometimes people tease me about my accent also, which is all in good humor. I don't mind about that. Like the whole hey man thing.
The hey man.
Which I say that a lot, so it's reasonable.
No, I don't find you intimidating. Sweet, you're a sweet guy.
typical Indian mainstream, which is movie biased culture, and religion and politics. That's also having some.
Hey, who are you, man? Would you fucking close the door?
I just wanted to change. I miss producing events. I miss that. I miss seeing people. I felt really strange at some of the shows. They're just really loud. It's like kind of like oppressive, even though it was like an oppression of my own architecture.
Man, this is the fucking direction of your life.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
shit you need
For
to
sure,
get.
yeah.
So if I want to change myself through my art,
Yeah.
and time and space and people are no different from that art. I learn from my this sounding, and immediately that's why slangs are coming in my art, and yeah, I'm getting cases for that. The state is not happy with me, and yeah, in that way, I found that I can get a bit more liberty being in the borderlines of my own country.
Yeah.
So maybe it's
Yeah.
having a different territory where I can bring out the different myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, some other people, they're also bringing out their different sense here.
I think so, yeah. I know that you work with HCL in senior management. It's very, it's something you've done for a long time. And when I first met you and you told me that, I just thought it was really unusual almost, that you work for like a corporate.
So for my psyche has shifted after I found what a state, how negative a state can be for a positive artist. I don't feel that I'm a negative guy. Altogether, I found that yeah, the psyche which was working for the corporate was another robotic kind of psyche.
Yeah.
So in art, I tried that. I tried to talk to myself.
Yeah.
Man. So.
Well, I just, again, it's interesting you say that because it does kind of, it's exactly that, Maybe you didn't come here looking for something, but maybe you found something and that something was a different perspective on your career,
My art, I call it a natural way it's coming, the
Yeah.
natural flow. I call it organic art. I don't say that I'm copying from something, I'm following any ism, I'm following anything particular, any particular strand of art of the whole globe or something. I feel that, yeah, my own perception, my own vision, my own sense of sensing the time, my own sense of sensing the time, that
Changes.
Maybe it's the kind of thing that'll like show my mother there's a different way of being or a different way of living. I don't really know if she had any kind of idea of what life could be like if not for just kind of being under his wing, under his thumb.
We also see what we want to see.
True. We were used to. Oh, shit.
Okay.
See?
I might have died.
I know. Do you imagine you're going to stay here for a while?
I just want to live here. Yeah, I can't live anywhere else.
Wow.
I hate going to cities. Yeah.
Is it exciting to think that there's suddenly this whole kind of group of creative people from across the country who have made...
Of course.
Why?
It's like tech people going to, what is that, Silicon Valley, or there's a place where that you can go and practice what you do, and also the kind of like peace and calm you actually need to sort through your
Yeah, I think this is the perfect place for that, to run away.
Yeah, like sometimes when you just run from stuff, it just catches up with you. but in an even like worse way. It's kind of like a.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think, yeah, it does catch up with you. How long you gonna run away?
I'll be right back, guys.
Maybe she'll meet some healers. Maybe she'll take up pottery. That'd be nice. Or maybe she'll start like doing macrame. Or maybe she'll make new friends. We can make lots of friends in Goa. There's lots of people to make friends with. I think she wants to die.
Sometimes it's like it's always going to come back and haunt you, but maybe the awkwardness is like it's like kind of comfortable, you know, like sometimes to just I don't know, find like a different place to put yourself, so you don't have to. You can kind of negotiate like spaces in your own on your own terms, you know, and try to find like a different way of being comfortable. But has it been like beneficial to your craft? Like, do you think that it's like helped what you've been doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the same, almost to be anywhere really. I mean, and be making music.
Yeah. Do you think that you'll stay here for a long time?
I'm trying to stay here. I think, yeah, I think I would stay here for a long time.
Some people say that Goa is like the closest you can get to leaving India while staying in India, you know?
I think that's true. I think there is just some sort of sense of freedom. You know, which I don't think I really found it in Delhi, or, you know, I haven't really lived in Bombay. But yeah, I think there's some sort of freedom here.
What are you gonna do when your parents die, man?
That's a good question. I haven't really thought about it so much. If well,
Coming from a place like Bombay, everything is always like very business, right? Like I'm talking to you as my brand and you are your brand, and like even when we are getting fucked up, it's always there that, you know, some work is gonna come out of this. And Kolkata also had its own thing where everyone's just, no one wants to talk about work. Yeah, like like even if there's no, everyone's just like, you know, hey, you know this guy, you know that guy. So it's like every city has its own charm, which I love. But Goa in a way is just open. Like, it's open. Like, no one cares who plays for what or who does what. Like, hugs are different in Goa. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, because I don't want to struggle really bad in Goa. Because I'll just end up making the shittiest art possible. Every shitty thing I do will always seep into my actual thing. Even if I try to fight it really bad, I feel like maybe this one line or the one way I drew something, it's always going to turn up here. So I feel like if you do enough shitty work, your non-shitty work will also become shitty. And notice this with other people, yeah, like where it's like they go on this commercial thing, and then their actual work ends up getting fucked. I have somewhat found a balance in my art, but I don't feel like I don't feel like I want to put that balance in everything else because my music doesn't need a balance. Like, my music is my music. I'll play, like, no matter where I'm playing, it could be the biggest gallery in the world. That show could mean everything. I'll put my all into it, but the music I make is what I want to make.
Isn't it exhausting?
It is. And I think that's why both of us end up falling sick so often. But I feel like it's not impossible though.
Sick, what do you mean?
I mean, sick. Physically, mentally.
I can't imagine what it was like for her to go, like, to leave. She's 24. I can't imagine what that would be like. I mean, he leaves his country, he goes somewhere totally different. It's cold as shit. You don't even have fully formed frontal cortex. And suddenly you're just thrust in this new country as a wife. And you just have to figure it out, and you don't want to upset anybody. You don't want to upset your husband, who you barely know. I think she deserves another try. I think she deserves to have another try. A kind of meditation on the human condition. To direct a sense of longing. The wonder of the ages.